yes, if you love media, you like drama, you like spice and tea, and unapenda kupashwa jamani. Now she's in studio. She goes by the name Presenter 001. Otherwise, you can call her the girl from Kibra. D, karibu sana.
Thank you.
Lakini unatupasha.
Mambo?
Poa sana, karibu sana.
Mbele ya watu ni mpole. Very calm.
Lakini
background looks are deceiving.
Looks are awesome.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you
I'm
for
so
having
happy to have
me.
you, like, you know, come through.
Asante, finally.
And congratulations. Acha tunianze hapo hivyo. Hey,
thanks.
Congratulations. The girl is off the market. Nakwambia ngoja kwanza, kuna mtu hapa hivi kidogo anasikia yuko heartbroken.
Amesemaje?
Umemfanyia ile kitu.
Amemfanyia kitu gani? Alikuwa wapi? Amechelewa wapi?
Hukuwapea chance.
Amesema tuned already. Who took this? My all-time crush, size yangu Aki.
Asikunywe pombe, shida za roho asiweke kwa maini.
Allah.
Yes.
Allah. So wacha ni what were you looking for? Ni attributes gani za mume ulikuwa umezipata kwa huyo mtu ulikuwa umejiekea ukasema by the way lazima kuwe hivi? You know, we always say like prepare your sheet of paper and write your pros and cons. Is that something that you did?
Sijaifanya kitu kaa hiyo. True story by the way.
Okay.
And my husband, for once nimetumia hiyo line.
Finally.
Finally. You know those people you meet and first look at them and you're like, ain't nothing gonna happen. It's too easy to push, labda tuko friends. And that's the person I actually got to marry. We went out for 5 years. 1 year actually naweza sema ilikuwa nale and void nilimblock kila mahali.
Alikukosea?
Alikuja sana karuka bump. So nikamweka hold. So for a whole year, blocked him on all social handles. He tried to reach out to sijui nani mwaka. And that was after my first engagement. This is the ring. First engagement was in Zanzibar. Then after the engagement, nikamtuma aende find out kama yuko ready. Juu bado alikuwa hayuko tayari. So relax, take your time. Akafikiria ni 2 months tukapiga mwaka roho safi. So when he came back, the second engagement happened. And then here we are. So he's someone that I never quite pictured. You know, in your mind you have, just like you said, Nana, the kind of person you want to get married to, the toys, nini. Then God pulled the first one on you. Panga ni kupangue. Yes.
Because that's what he does.
Yes, and he's the total opposite of me. Very calm, very quiet. I'm the pangangaist. Yani, true story. Yes, simbele ya watu. So a very nice man. A support system, A1. When I'm on air, when I'm on radio and he's working from home, he'd actually tune in, take a notebook and a pen and listen to the show whether I'm hosting or not. And by the time I come home fasting, he's like, how was work? Of course, I'll rant. Producer, guest alichelewa. Then he says, I listened, it was okay. And next time, ina. So I think for every lady, the first thing you need for a man you want to date or settle with, can he be your support system? Can he actually like and love what you do? Can he be behind you? Juu kuna mtu unafanya job hazi yako jua tu unakoga umeandikwa pale. You know, he totally does not know what it is you do. So I've married my friend, a man who likes seeing his woman win. And most men, Kalecha was talking about women that are empowered and them not finding a suitor who doesn't feel threatened because they say, oh, unajua ako hivi. Is that something you got to experience prior to this man? Yes.
Okay.
I actually got to experience or got to know, because I don't think if it went the other way around, like a man who's not ready to support a woman who's winning, given the career we're in, I don't think I would want to be associated with that kind of a person. And on what Kaleche said on, actually I think it's fear. You know, there are men who fear women who are opinionated, like I am, women who go for it, alpha females, if I may say. I'd like to call those men cowards. Unajua mwanaume amejiamini, kaende. Wacha ieleweke. So those men who are not ready to settle with our kind, because they feel
inferiority complex.
Thank you. They feel we're doing better. They think we have the money. They think we can work for it. We don't really depend on them. Hawajaiva. Let me pull a big safari. Wanatokota bado hawajaiva. Yes, because a man who fully knows himself, knows what he's worth, knows his worth, know what he can bring to the table, a woman should not threaten you. Actually, you need to celebrate and embrace what your woman is doing, and life just becomes good to go.
Well, I'll touch on this. Oh, okay.
Anaendelea poa?
Anaendelea poa, by
ni
the way.
msanii, napenda ngoma zake. Ni nini sasa?
Si kesi.
Unaona vile tu amekuwa defensive. Ati unajua mimi na wewe saizi tunafaa kwanza kuwa na chama moja. Sini watu tunaombaga visa. Unataka kwenda kwa kustresi end month, unaanza last month. Babe Kush alikuwa na hold, yes.
Si uongo, but he's doing so much better. Thanks for asking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wazee wa Joani.
Wazee wa Joani, si ndio?
Safi.
Haya basi.
Okay, sawa.
Si uko peke yako, pole.
In God's time.
Amen.
In God's time.
All receive.
Yeah. Yes.
Shikilia your ring.
Thank you, sister.
Tunakuja harusi yako.
Nakwambia. Ninaitwa nini? Now, even talking of in God's time.
Yes.
Let's talk about, the idea people have. At this particular age, you should be married. You should be settled. You've taken your time.
Yes.
And this is when it has happened.
Yes.
Yeah. So what word of advice would you give to the young ladies? Well, when you're kwa pressure anaambiwa by the time uko 25,
exactly.
Unafai kuwa uliolewa, uko na bwana, uko na watoto, uko na familia na uko na kwako. What's your take on that whole shebang?
There is no age, particular age. I mean, who even said that age?
I know.
That at 23, at 25, you should be married, you should have children. Run your race. Do your thing. When are you ready to settle? When are you okay to be someone's wife? When can you handle all that?
Yeah.
Let nobody put you down or let nobody lecture you. Family, aunties, kadhalika. Age yako ameolewa, mdogo wako ameolewa, ni time yake.
Yeah.
With the right person, at the right time, when you're happy, when you want it to happen, and when the time comes that it is today you're getting married. You know that thing relatives want to bring and say, oh, a bride should be shy, angalia chini, sijui. Yo, rock your day. Because you've decided it's the right time you want to settle with the right person. Okay, how many of my age mates got married before? People I went to school with.
Yeah.
They're not in those marriages because
Absolutely.
Kulikuwa na ile pressure ya family, ya olewa, wewe ndio umebaki. Rafiki zako angalia kijiji yote haina mtu, enda uolewe. And you do it to impress people. Marriage is not a one day journey.
Unatandikwa, unakaa huko ndani bado.
It's not easy. Don't pretend inside that marriage that because nikirudi home watu watasema niliachwa, so wacha ningangane hapa, let this person kill me. Okay, utauliwa, tutakuzika, and life will go on. Do not accept to be boxed in a situation that because people are going to talk, Kush lazima ukwe kwa hii harusi usitoke. Get married at your own time, when you're ready, when you want to do it. I've done it at a time, Nana, when I've been there, done that. I've lived in Europe for 7 years.
Grace.
I lost my mom at 16. I've raised me. Nimekula fare za watu kwanza za ndege. Nimekula fare hapa nje. Nimekula fare hapa nje mpaka ikafika point ile sasa wacha boy child apumue. Huyu sasa ndio ani handle for their sake. Do it at your own time, at your own pace, kwa wakati wako, kwa muda wako, kwa mapenzi yako. When God says it's your time, go for it. When you're happy and ready to settle, you do it.
But in
Siju beste zako ameolewa.
That's true.
Marriage ya beste yako si yako. Time yake si yako, Nana. When your own time comes, go into it. No pressure. Don't accept pressure from nobody. Yes.
I think kitambo when we used to kukula fare, I mean, hata mimi nimekula fare, but when we used to King by the sikuwahi kula, it's so weird. Even him, I didn't so like mimi alikuwa based nasema huyu hakuna mahali tunapelekana. By the way, I was like you, like niko hapana. Then my friends would be like, by the way, niko like, what? He's not even my type. So but my type. Look at me now. Let's take it back before watu walikuwa nakula fare, but right now we are seeing so many young women getting killed for kukula fare. So what is that one advice you would give to the youngins about kukula fare? Because we've seen how many times do we see on the news or on the blogs, sijui msichana amerushwa, kwa balcony, So is it something you would you going back in time, would you kula fare? I wouldn't.
Ushakula hiyo ya kitambo, sasa tuongelele sahi. Kwa wenye wanakula sahi, situation we have.
But unajua ina depend pia ni nani unakula fare.
But unajua ujui akoaje.
Kush.
Ukula safara ni ngori.
Wacha nikwambie
wewe, jiite mkutano. Sikia.
Wewe kula ya mtu
wazi. Wewe mtu mkokoteni. Western kuache. Umse job anafanya ni mse wa kukata nyasi kwa estate. Tuli yake ni slasher. Unataka kukula so yake.
Unajua saa nyingine akwambii ana slashing. Do you know how many men out here wana vasuti. Unajua sengine wanasema
amedunga na
sengine ni wa SDA. Lakini amedunga amesave for a month kukupeleka hiyo na ujui wewe ana slashingi.
Let's go back a little bit.
Yes.
Our days ungekula fare na boy child down eh?
That's true.
Saizi wewe pia kuwa na tubobi yako. I'm talking to fellow ladies.
Yeah.
Times are hard, life is hard. Boy child hustle yake yote, maybe it's an odd job, maybe ni kibarua. Wewe umeenda tu na roho mbaya, umechukua na umeenda without even looking back.
Yeah.
For ladies, have your some little cash. Hata msi akikuita kwake ama kuite date. You know, it's not like back in the days ningekubeba na kush na producer na nene na kila mtu tuende and we'd have fun, the guy would pay you to be okay. It's not the same.
Yeah.
Have your money, you like the guy, you want to be associated with the guy, enda na fare yako. Kikiumana, kuwa na pesa ya kurudisha.
Absolutely. Vile niliwaambia leo, show ni red hot fire, moto, Ferrari, 111 is the SMS line. We still have presenter D in the building, so send in your questions. We're going to take a very short commercial break. When we come back, fire on ice.
Oh my D, tell us what are some of the things you enjoy about being on radio, and how long have you been on radio, by the way?
My journey started in 2015 in Mombasa at Baraka FM. Then moved to Media Max in 2018. So basically 2015 mpaka sai, is it 5-6 years?
Yeah.
Yes. What I love, or what I enjoy while on radio, I love reaching out to people. I love, you know, when someone calls in and tells you, Dia Sante, mtoto alipata school fees, amerudi shule.
Yeah.
Dia Sante, umeongea kuhusu kitu fulani na imechange. Labda ni serikali, labda ni chief. Maybe it is just an issue that was eating up a particular community, and you get to speak about it. The feedback. It's not about the money. There's no money in radio. Kina Caroline Mutoko alienda na pesa, hakuna pesa. Hakuna pesa. Now you have to be on radio, you have to be a media personality and do a side hustle. It is the satisfaction that you get once you reach out to the community through radio and get a feedback from the people you speak to, that what you talked about inspired someone maybe to go back to school.
Yeah.
When you give your story on radio and someone tells you, also born and bred in the ghetto, and because of you I've decided to go back to school, because of you I got a job, because of you my child has gone back to school, because you spoke about it and reached out to someone who has the potential to pay school fees for my kids, they've gone back. That is what satisfies me. That is what makes me happy. When I remove my headphones and I go home, that is the joy I have, that I spoke to people. It is not the fact that I get to be known or people know that I'm on radio and I pass places. Oh, ni dini. Kile ambacho msikilizaji ataandika kwenye page yangu ama apige simu ajibu aseme asante kwa kitu fulani, that is what satisfies me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how do you handle the critics, the trolls, because they are definitely there?
Now it's even worse, because there are those who even call.
Wow.
You know, you're doing a topic and someone calls and says,
and it's live.
Yeah. You know, radio humbles you.
Yeah.
There is ethics. There's no I can talk back to a fan, irrespective of what they've said. You still have to say, asante sana kwa kutupigia, asante kwa kutusikiza. Next, you pick the other call. So you really have to have patience, understanding, put it inside you. Ukitoka you'll go, utaenda kuscream uko nje. The humbling that radio gives you, critics are nothing.
Yeah.
People are dealing with different things. So someone just comes and offloads their makasiriko either on your fan page, either on air, live. Maybe whatever happened was not, at the time you're not in the studio. Maybe they want air time or something, and there's a procedure, there's protocol. Producer atenda kwa marketing, itakufikia. So you know, when the person is not patient, he'll just come and rant. It's a normal thing when you're on radio. How do I handle it? Remain calm.
But what has been your rudest humbling? You know, like
on radio?
Yes, on radio.
When I joined Media Max, when I joined Milala FM after Nzula Makosi left.
Yes.
And so many of her fans were still on board. And baptism by fire, I sit as a lead presenter, and the first call I pick, the person calls and said, wewe ndio umekuja kuchukua kazi ya Nzula alifutwa kwa sababu yako, wewe rudi mahali umetoka. Hey! I'm like, okay. Now that one was the rudest of all, and it was not one. I think a number of them had ganged up, and they kept calling. And of course, in the program, you have to pick calls, and that is when you thank God that you're not on camera, that radio you can only be heard. Because you know the reaction comes in, eh?
Of course.
The Asira checks in your face, of course. Oh, that was major. And then you think it's only calling. Then you check the text and you have to read them. Yeah. And the same gang has moved.
Yeah.
They've gone to their side. Yeah, that was the rudest for me. But these fans are not loyal. Day one, they were all over shouting about Nzula. The next day,
now they love you.
Karibu, ungekuja kitambo. So yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, you deal with it that way. But for me, that was the rudest.
Okay.
Yes.
But what are some of the things you've learned all through your life to now when you're a missus? What are some of the things you've stood by, zenye zimekuground, the things that make D?
I would take that back to my background. Growing up in Kibra, losing my mother at 16, having to be my own person, having to fend for me, having to fight off, you know, not every other person has good intentions. So always having at the back of my mind or remembering, sina mtu ni mimi and my brother, and the world is not polite.
It's not.
Once your mother is gone, you're on your own.
Yeah.
I've had to have a tough skin. I've had to know how to deal with the society head on. I've had to know how to fend for myself. I've had to have an no-nonsense kind of look, yakina Tom, Dick and Harry, uko, nani bakigi uko kikuja. I've literally had to have my own back to make it through being single, being in employment, dating, until coming to settling and saying now it's time to get married to this particular person. Life, growing up in Kibra, maze, okay, that is just the word. Growing up in Kibra has made me who I am today, up until me sitting here and being Mrs. Amani.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow,
Na namba nani na kuship.
Now, right now, I would like you to talk to that Kibra girl. And Kibra does not necessarily mean in, you know, Islam. There's someone out there right now who's looking at life and saying, hey, mi siwezi make it, akuna kazi, akuna all this. What is that one advice? Is being resilient as you are, but they celebrate you because that's resilience. To just come from Kibra, Islam, and still make, like, be who you are right now. I just want you to talk to them, just to inspire them, and just give them a word of, you know, of encouragement that, Kicheki, you have to do 1, 2, 3, whatever worked for you.
First things first, nobody's gonna hand you anything.
Yeah.
The world does not owe you nothing. Not serikali. Your parents owe you, of course, bringing you up, taking you to school and everything. After that, it is you to take it upon yourself. I'm speaking to the girl child. I'm speaking to ladies who probably have given up now. And there are those who have that mentality that myself, Nana, and Kush, tuko na my godfather in higher places.
That's true.
That have held our hands until we get here. I personally did not have any journalism training. I don't have any journalism background. This is pure talent that you hear on radio, that you see. If you put your mind into it, you can achieve whatever it is you want. Ukijituma, hakuna kitu ambacho hautapata. Amka asubuhi moja, angalia background yako. Look at Kibra, look at Soweto, look at Mathare, look at Huruma, Mukuru kwa Njenga, even in Shags, anywhere that you're born. Is it the same background that you want your children to grow up in? Do you have the ability to change the setup, to change the narrative? Yes, you do. Ukikaa, hakuna mtu atakuja kubisha mlango kwenyu akuletee kazi. Hakuna mtu atajua you're able to be on TV. Hakuna mtu atajua kuna kitu ambazo toka. People will talk. Their talk will not feed you. People will judge you. Their judgment will not put food on your table. badilisha mazingira yale ambayo umekuwa ndani.
I feel like clapping for you, man. True, by the way, ukituma hutakuwa, ukijituma hautakuwa mtumwa. You know.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
kwa
for
nyumba
gracing
hakuna
this.
mtu atajua unaweza hosti kipindi ya kuja gonge kuja
That's true. You have to put yourself out there.
If you can cook, your mother taught you. When COVID started happening, I started making chapatis, but like, oh, celebrity. Hakuna celebrity Kenya. Celebrity wako Hollywood. Sisi wote tunategemea mshahara. Send yourself.
Tupatie handles D Giovanni. We've come to the end of the show. Unajua, but tutakuita tena jamani.
Lazima.
Tutakuita tena. Just give guys your social media handles as well.
Instagram at presenter001, Facebook, my fan page D presenter001. Wapi tena sijasema?
Twitter.
TikTok.
Naogopa Twitter kama Uhuru. Sikuwagi
huko ndani.
I'm just there, but I'm dormant. Yes.
Okay, we'll see you, but thank you so much for coming through. And congratulations again.
Asante.
You know, keep on glowing, by the way.
Thank you,
So,
love.
guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be seeing you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Otherwise, from us to you, sending you nothing but love.